Escobar. I'm the founder of the Alliance for Independent Workers. It is the hashtag DriversUnite and Essential Workers Unite movement. I am also a driver. I've been a driver since 2014, full-time San Francisco. I am a San Francisco native, a very proud one. And it is very sad that the politicians, the legislators, the regulators have allowed this type of injustice to begin here in San Francisco, my birthplace. This is unjust, it's not equitable, it's no fairness, and what they're doing is claiming that drivers are independent contractors. That is a bold-faced lie, people. A bold-faced lie. They are running ads that are saying, you want to stay an independent contractor, vote yes on Proposition 22. That is a lie, people, because a real independent contractor, which most veteran drivers like myself want to be, real independent contractors, a real independent contractor sets their own rates, terms, and conditions. And it's not with the control mechanisms. Basically, the drivers, the workers for Uber, Lyft, DoorDash, Postmates, Instacart are called independent contractors, but they are treated worse than part-time minimum wage employees. Those folks actually have more rights and protections, and in some cases benefits, than we do. It's entirely unacceptable when these gig corporations that are multi-billionaire, multinational corporations are violating labor laws that were established more than 100 years ago. You're talking about the Fair Labor Standards Act, 1938. It states what a real independent contractor is. It talks about misclassification of workers. The hiring entity has a choice to establish their business model based on the type of workers that they are using. If they want the workers to be independent contractors, real ones, not the fake news ones that folks like Dara, the Uber CEO, and the other companies here are doing, where they call them independent contractors and treat them poorly. No, real independent contractors that set their own rates, terms, and conditions. That's what it is legally. Prop 22 tries to change that whole perception. We cannot allow them to relabel the classifications of workers that's been established by labor law. They do not get a free pass. They are not above the law. This is something that we cannot stand for. They're introducing third world practices in the first world. This is not acceptable. It's very un-American. They're treating these workers as if they're giving them an opportunity to have the American dream. But what's happening is they're waking up to the American nightmare, which is the reality of working for these gig companies today. Not acceptable. This goes beyond rideshare, people. This goes beyond these gig companies. If we allow them to write their own labor laws, what's going to happen is all corporations are going to be looking at full-time employment. And they're going to say, why don't we just create an app? We could eliminate all the workers as employees, and we could start calling them independent contractors. That's a serious game changer, people. Serious game changer. All corporations will look at that. They'll start looking at their own businesses to see how they can make them more profitable by removing, undermining full-time employment. In the house of work, the house of labor, you have two pillars. You have that of independent contractor and that of employee. If you take either one out, the temple, the house of labor falls. We must preserve both classifications. That is the law. Uber, Lyft, DoorDash, Postmates, Instacart are not above the law. So it is up to us, the American people, to hold them accountable. As they say, what happens in California? As in California, thus goes the rest of the nation. Other states are already looking at types of legislation in New York, in New Jersey, in Massachusetts. They're all starting to see that this is unjust. This is not fair, just, and equitable, which are the maxims of the court. We cannot allow that, people. And as a real independent contractor, as a veteran driver, and we are not working with any unions. We are the tip of the spear in the new alternative labor movement. We are entirely grassroots, and we do not kowtow to anyone, to any corporations, or to any labor unions. This is real for us. This is for us to make the solution here, because we have either be part of the problem or be part of the solution. That is not acceptable in today's society, that we allow this type of, not just a downward spiral, but this is a nosedive, people, a nosedive into the abyss for the American worker. We need to shape the future of work, and we cannot allow the tech titans of Silicon Valley to do that. They put profits before people. Profits before people. Profits before people 24/7. That is their agenda. That's what it always has been from the beginning. Willful misclassification of workers is fraud. That is fraud. That is exploitation of workers. It's unacceptable. And us uniting together in solidarity, we can make a difference. So my name is Edward Escobar. I'm the founder of the Alliance for Independent Workers, Drivers Unite, the hashtag Drivers Unite movement, and the hashtag Essential Workers Unite movement. And we are national, international, and we are calling for no on Proposition 22. Thank you.